Financial freedom is overrated. I'd actually go as far as to say financial freedom is a trap that'll have you suffering today in hopes of a better tomorrow, a tomorrow that may not come. I recently spoke with a friend who told me he only started enjoying life over the last 10 years when he discovered that he could make money doing something he enjoyed. Growing up, he actually feared graduating and having to eventually work in an office. This surprised me because I actually had the opposite experience. I was always excited about becoming an adult, an engineer in my case, working in an office with a team, and honestly, it lived up to the expectations. I loved my first job. Eventually, when I joined Google at their California headquarters, I felt like I had made it. Cool projects, free food, good pay, arcade games, bikes, nap pods. It was incredible. But eventually, that excitement started to fade. I think eventually I realized I was on a hamster wheel that would never end. Maybe it was discovering my salary wouldn't be enough to buy a home, or possibly even retire based on the ever-increasing cost of living. Most importantly, I increasingly noticed my inability to choose how I spent my time. Answering to someone else and spending most of my time, my waking hours, building their dreams started to frustrate me. This is where I began seeking financial freedom. I wanted a life where I didn't have to work. I didn't have to worry about money. Like many people, I pointed at money as the problem. Not having enough was keeping me trapped. If I could solve that, I'd have the freedom to spend my time how I wanted. Flow State, this podcast, and now the Flow State radio app, as well as my endeavors in music, have all given me hope that I could make money doing what I love. But over the last year, I was unable to get Flow State to earn enough revenue to sustain me and my family. But hey, not to worry, Flow State is definitely growing steadily. However, the growth is very linear, and I've had to make the decision to take a freelance job, a job that allows me to still continue building Flow State, albeit at a slightly slower pace. Honestly, this initially felt like failure, but what it's led to is a freelance job that I actually enjoy and is somewhat synergistic with Flow State. I'm back to building software on a team, and I have to say, I love it. The difference between a full-time job and a freelance job is the power dynamic. I have a very transparent relationship with the client. I get paid hourly, and they know how many hours I'm willing to commit. It's also nice working on something where I'm simply doing the tasks. I'm not thinking about the whole business. It's just a nice change of pace from working on Flow State, where I'm thinking about product, marketing, and sales, the whole thing. As a result of all of this, I feel like I've stumbled into a situation where I no longer feel the need to seek financial freedom, simply because I'm enjoying the process now. This is where it hit me, that the pursuit of financial freedom feels misdirected. In fact, there are so many people who have the financial freedom, but feel empty within. I'm reminded of Viktor Frankl, who survived the Holocaust and shared his insights into happiness and fulfillment in his book, Man's Search for Meaning. And here's a quote I want to share with you. Ever more people today have the means to live, but no meaning to live for. What man actually needs is not a tensionless state, but rather the striving and struggling for some goal worthy of him. What he needs is not the discharge of tension at any cost, but the call of a potential meaning waiting to be fulfilled by him. So beautifully put. The pursuit of financial freedom felt like I was deferring living now until some future moment when I'll have enough, and then I'll pursue my dreams. The answer to me doesn't feel like more money. Instead, it feels like a restructuring of how I make the money.